Hey folks, welcome back to my first video on The Last of Us. Today I'm going to be doing a custom loadout setup, in my opinion what is the best setups for supply raids and survivors. Pretty much what supply raid is like Team Deathmatch on Call of Duty, except it's 4 versus 4, you've got 20 respawns, and when your respawns run out, you're out of the game pretty much. And survivors is like Search and Destroy, except it's first to 4 rounds and there's no bomb, it's just 1 life and you're out. But you can get revived, so it's like you got infinity second chance, which is good. So for my custom loadout, my first loadout is for supply raid, and my next 3 for survivors, because I love survivors a lot more. So my first loadout is just a normal revolver because it's free, and you know I can't afford anything else till the DLCs come out. You get an extra loadout point, I hope. But they won't be coming out anytime soon. But what my first gun is the silent semi-auto, because with this silenced weapon they can't see you on the radar, and I hate burst fire because I'm awful accuracy with it. Hunting rifle I use in my other classes, and bow I also like, but semi-auto I do the best with, definitely. Sharpshooter too, because I can't afford sharpshooter 3 until like there's extra loadout points in the game, but sharpshooter 2, scope sways reduced and damage wobbles reduced, and I get 15 health for each headshot. I'm not quite sure of how the health system works, but it's pretty awesome that like when you get shot up sometimes you wobble so much and you can't control yourself, but now I can. But I would want sharpshooter 3 if there was a DLC to come out. And lastly I use collector 2, because even though it says 10% and 20%, every time you get like 30 points for crafting, it gives you 10 extra points, and for collector 1 you only get 5 extra points, so pretty much collector 2 is double of collector 1, but it's only 2 extra points, so it's very helpful and helps me get my cans when I need them for my population. Now next I'm going to show you my survivors class. First of all, is different to my 2 other classes. I use a bow, which is pretty hard to use, but it's very good. It's the cheapest stealth weapon, because all of them you have to pay for an attachment, but with bow it's automatically a silent killer. You will never show up on the minimap of the enemy, so which is good, because you have like an infinity radar which you can see people when they run, yada yada. I think I'm talking a bit fast, but I just love this game so much. My first, well, you could call them perks or whatever you call them, survival skill, that's what it is. I use crafter 3, because every time you craft 2 items you get an extra item which you can give to a teammate, and I get 100 plus 20 for collector 2 points to my end score, which is really helpful because I need like the parts and the cans and stuff. And collector 2 I use to get, oh, what am I doing? There we go. Collector 2 I think I use it on all of my classes because it just helps me get the parts I need. You get 20% extra, but it gives you more than that, and like you get 20 extra points a kill or a execution or a down, whatever they called, revives, and it's just really helpful. It gets me through the levels fast, and it's what I use. With my third loadout, it's similar, except I use a silent semi-auto because it is my favourite weapon in the game, but that means because it costs 4, I can only have crafter 2, which is disappointing, because with this you have to craft 3 items and get a free gift box, like to give to someone else, which is okay. I think it's worth to have the silent semi-auto instead of a bow, but like if you ever, like sometimes it says you got 100% risk of population for hunters attacking you, so what I do is I choose the crafter challenge, and then I just use my class custom loadout 2, which I showed you before. So this is only for when like I'm just chilling out with no challenges or anything. And of course collector 2 again, which is probably the best survival skill. And my final custom loadout is same as the second one, except I use a hunting rifle, and it's like if you know, wait, oh yeah, just checking something. If you like quick scoping or you like sniper guns, this is definitely the gun for you. It's a bit like an L9 on Call of Duty. I think it's a 2-shot kill, about like the bow. I'm just going to quickly check. Yeah, the damage is very similar, except the hunting rifle does more damage, so I think it's a 2-shot kill with armor and a 1-shot without armor, so it's definitely overpowered, and it's good depending on the map. And I use crafter 2 again because I don't have a bonus loadout point from a DLC yet, and I didn't pre-order the game, so I can only have crafter 2 and collector 2 again. And I'm just going to quickly show you the one-use boosters. Every time you do a challenge, you'll get more survivors, you get random boosters, and what you do is you use these in-game, so you can spawn with more ammo's cheaper, armor which is more protection is cheaper, weapons which you can buy in-game are also cheaper, your small arm which is like a revolver, you get an automatic upgrade if it's so better, and you don't have to pay to upgrade it. A large firearm, same thing with a small firearm, and increased part earnings, so an extra 10%. So if I was using Collector 2, with this 10%, I'd get 30% extra for every kill, but I think it gives me like 35 because the game's bugged. What can I say? I love it. So I hope you folks have enjoyed. If you don't have the game already, I would definitely recommend you getting this game. A few people did request me playing this game, so I'll do some gameplay whenever I have time. I'm like just trying to level up really fast, and I have exactly 99 survivors now, which is ironic. One time my KD was 180 kills and 108 deaths, which is also ironic, but I just love this game. So that's all for now, folks.